care of. Okay, let's go. Here we go. NorthwestFresh playing Krauts in the teal color. And Apfelsaft. Oh, jeez. This tab out thing is killing me. I got to look into this at some point. All right, the Soviets. Apfelsaft playing Soviets. And I think this is another one of those situations where, like in the round 4 games of Barton versus Captain Obvious, that after a drop-down slugfest like the last one, and after you really hand your opponent a game that you had already won. I mean, Apfelsaft had that game won. You know, I mean, do you guys remember NorthwestFresh's first attack? He went in with a KV-8 and a Su-85, and the Panther killed both of them like within a minute. So, you know, all Apfelsaft had the game at that point. And then just somehow, the next KV-8, he just ran all of his infantry into it. And he's got to be kicking himself. I can't expect that we're going to see a high-skill, high-quality effort from Apfelsaft as Soviets after what he just went through. I think he's going to be a little bit, I think his will's going to be broken a bit. And it's going to be very tough for him to show us a good performance as Soviets. Now trailing in round 4 of the Semoskiy 1v1 tournament. Yeah, we were all amazed. I almost called GG for, I might have even said that NorthwestFresh had no chance. But he did, sure enough, have a chance. That's the thing about this game. You know, a lot of players GG way too early in this game. We saw OMG Pop do it a lot in the last tournament. Remember that game that Sefa and I were casting? He GG'd way too early. P4 arrived and he just GG. He didn't even try to 18-nade it, run it around for a while, try to build up some defenses. And these VPs, you know, it takes a long time to drain out all those VPs. So we have seen that you can get back into the game. You know, you can't assume that your opponent is going to do everything right. You have to give your opponent the opportunity to mess up. And I think that's what we saw in game 1. NorthwestFresh just kept hanging around, kept capping points, kept sending his conscripts in every rich direction. I would have loved to have seen the casualties screen after that first replay, right? The end game stats with the units lost. Those dudes probably set the record for the Semoskiy 1v1 tournament units lost. They lost unbelievable amounts of units, both of them. Are you cold? This will keep you warm. All right, I'm going to need some help today. I hope that I can wrestle up a co-caster. Sefa told me that he could start really late. So, like, I have some late game reinforcements coming in the form of Sefa, hopefully, if I can drag him away from Dota. But I'm going to need some more help today. I can't solo this whole afternoon's experience. So, casters, show yourselves. Come back me up. How about you solo and I just ops? That would be cool. Is Tycho awake yet? 4:20 p.m. Let's see what time is in the States. It's morning in the States right now. Early morning. You will never defeat the Rodina. I think Rodina is Russian for fatherland, I think. I'm not sure. No, motherland. What am I saying? You gotta remember that it's motherland in Russia and fatherland in Germany. Mother Russia for the fatherland. Should be easy to remember, but I always mix them up. Mother Russia. I'm just gonna take it a little bit easy here, not spam my own voice at you, and we can enjoy Chris Velasco's soundtrack for a little while.
It was close! Get in! Under attack! This sector is secured. That's a grenade! Yeah? Our opponents are seizing a sector. Pioneers awaiting orders. We've added to the fatherland. Hey, fence that one go right by me! Safety is on! Move! Fire! Fire!
Yeah, Ipkai, hook me up, man. You could come in and cast a game with me yourself. Why not?
Taking enemy fire! We have our reinforcements!
I'll hop in vent after this one and get some backups, because I do have another round 4 series that we can do after this.
I'm hit!
It's Condemnation Wings versus a player who I don't recognize. No spoilers, guy. Don't spoil me, because I don't know the results of any of these matches.
New unit has arrived. Grenadiers ready. Enemy infantry has made contact! Stand and shoot! Stand and shoot! You guys, listen to me! Are trying to flank us! We have liberated the objective.
This is pre-patch MG play. I don't think you can get away with this post-patch. What he's doing, just trying to... Well, maybe. Let's see. Ooh, look at this.
Watch the flank!
The guy dies, which keeps them from getting suppressed. It's actually good that it was good for the Russians that that guy died. Look at the damage that he received. See, that would just not have happened a week ago.
Our territory.
Flanks are back. That's just the best news of any news about the last patch, is that flanks are back. That's not a joke. It is. We just saw it in the flesh. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered. That's exactly what Company of Heroes 2 needs to have exciting early game battles and skirmishes. Okay. Apfelsaft has selected a doctrine. This is, I'm getting better at this. You know, practice makes perfect. This is the guard mortar coordination doctrine, which we see often. It starts with the 120 millimeter mortar call-in at 1 CP and ends with the 2 T-34-85s. So, guard motor coordination for Apfelsaft as Russians. NorthwestFresh is yet to select a doctrine. And this thing has just sick range. I haven't played this strat yet. I'm eager to. I will play this strat, conscripts into this mortar, because I have no idea the range of that unit, and there's no way I can find out whilst watching the replay, because it doesn't give me any clue. We can only learn by watching it fire. But it is an insane range for a mortar. It's really long. A lot of jockeying in the center. Grenadiers leading the way for an MG42. You know, I thought these players would be tired, but I don't know. There's a lot of harassment going on. Let's have a quick look at the tactical map. You can see there's action everywhere. As an observer, how am I supposed to cover all that? Well, let's take turns. Here's the action in the center. Here's the action in the north. And what's going on in the south? An MG is retreating after probably being mortared from way the hell back here. Back to the center. Flamers laying in. Oops. That was probably a misclick hurdle. I do that a lot too. Because hurdle is the same as move. You know, if you right hover over anything, you get the little hurdle icon, see? And so often you're just trying to get in cover, but you accidentally hurdle. Because look at the difference. Okay, here's the cover, and here's the hurdle. So units frequently accidentally hurdle stuff when they really just want to run up behind it and get into cover.
They're coming from behind!
Okay, let's see how far the mortar's firing. Okay, look at that. Okay, so he easily covers the span of the lake. He's firing at this MG over here. When will the next round land? Did it go in the air? Oh, I left just too soon. Okay, landed here. Okay, this MG, NorthwestFresh actually has to adjust his MG play to the patch because he is not using the MGs correctly. You guys have very foul mouths. I try not to swear when I cast. I, too, have an incredibly foul mouth. If you've ever hung out with me in Vent, you'll know that I just am constantly using the worst language. But when I cast on SNF, I try not to because I think that it's not very classy. So I try not to swear a lot when I cast, particularly on the Sunday night shows. I want you to be able to watch it with your whole family. But these units, they're constantly swearing and complaining. Interesting position. He's kind of satisfied, Apfelsaft is, to just sit back there.
Grenadiers rising in the ranks.
Grenadiers rising in the ranks. They got to stripe a vet. That was their audio cue. Pretty big army from NorthwestFresh. 4 Grenadiers, 2 MGs. He's got his bunker upgraded to a medic station in his base. Look at the mortar plugging away. That's a nice hit. Okay, now look at this range. Remember where those pioneers got killed, and look at the range we're talking about from that mortar. Whoa. That's pretty awesome. They have 6. They're slowly collecting trophies. Let's take a quick look at Apfelsaft's army once again. Okay, so Russian. Whoa, 2 of those mortars? That's fun. I've not seen this build order before. Most players are satisfied with 1, but Apfelsaft is going for 2 of these HM38s, 120mm mortars. So he can mortar creep now. He can play mortar leapfrog, and he can get 1 mortar to cover the other mortar. So this one is now going to be the forward mortar. That, you know, let's just have a look at the tactical map. From this location, you know, we know that this mortar can fire to here because we saw him kill Pios all the way over here. So this mortar can now cover all of this. So eventually these mortars could leapfrog and just creep the center almost like an AT gun and just wipe out MG teams and Grenadiers and Pioneers on their way. Let's see how the double heavy mortar call-in strat for Apfelsaft fares. And what will... it's faring pretty good, right? You saw those XPs pop. Love that the XP kickers are on the units that die now. Now I see a hell of a lot more. 60 XP times 2. Don't know which mortar that was. Could have been the forward one. Could have been the rear one. It was the forward mortar that killed those Grenadiers. And so now, NorthwestFresh may have never faced this strat as Krauts. What will he counter with? An Ostwind? Wonderful. Haven't seen an Ostwind yet in this tournament. I mean, I think, well, did Condemnation Wings build one in his route on Winter? I forget. Maybe we did see one Ostwind, but I am excited. Okay, so now these mortars, you can see the smoke. They can range the house. That's this one here, probably. They can range the house. Or shit, maybe both of them can. I don't know how far this thing can fire. I was imagining this was max range, but who knows? I'm going to have to play with that unit to give you a better idea. Ooh, that's beautiful. Nice skin on the new Ostwind coming onto the field. No, stay, Ostwind. I want to give you the full glory of no taskbar as you enter. This dude's chilling. Look, he's got his arms on. He's getting a suntan. The other guy's using the trigonometry machine to calculate enemy positions. He's also, you know, he's got to spot planes and things. Fire into the air. It's an anti-aircraft weapon, the Flakpanzer, an Ostwind Flakpanzer. I'm just seduced by this. Do you guys really want me to show you the game, or can we just stay on this for a little while? He's good looking, right? Let's just enjoy it, shall we? It's cast spam. These are morning games from yesterday. You probably already know the results. Do I have the freedom to just show whatever the hell I want? Look at plowing some trees down. He thinks he's a lawnmower. All right, let's go in. Let's see Time to find some enemies. Whoa, straight into the base? Man, I was watching him. Did you guys realize that he had driven all the way into the base? I had. So what often occurs when you go, gangbusters into someone's base, you wind up with an engine critical right off the bat and wind up limping your way out. Look at these mortars are going to attack the Ostwind. Do they damage Ostwinds? I don't. If they scored a direct hit, how much damage would the Ostwind take? I have no idea.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
So once again, we've got a lot of action that I missed. There's harassment and capping. The thing is, we looked at their player cards earlier. These guys are dead evenly matched. Dead even. Their ranks for both Russians and Oster are almost identical. They're 2 places away from each other as Russians. One guy's 52nd on the ladder, and one guy's 54 on the ladder. So we might be seeing the beginnings of a great rivalry here. The rivalries don't always have to be between the top players. But, the rank 50 spot on the ladder can also be a fantastic rivalry. So perhaps this is the beginning of a long and violent relationship between Apfelsaft and NorthwestFresh Reborn. We can only hope. Oh, my lord. When they both fire at the same target, they're quite threatening. Here they go. Let's just give them some love. These double heavy mortars.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
One more round. He's repositioning the gun. He's cranking it up, firing at a different target. Won't you guys fire for me while I'm here? Oh, look. Oh, I love that when he hops on the back to sort of use his weight to jimmy it up. Here we go. This guy's going to do it now. Hoop. Hoop. Whoop, whoop. There's 5 other dudes standing around that are just like, no, you do it. But yeah, he can do it all by himself. He just uses his weight, and the foot of the dolly acts like a lever, and he pops it up all by himself while his buddies stand around and watch. Okay. NorthwestFresh is going to get some repairs after his sort of just silly base attack. That was very wasteful use of his shock unit. He probably would have been better off just covering the flanks and stopping some of this harassment that's going on. Who's taking mortar fire? Who is? You guys? Way the hell over there? Oh, man, you never know. Oh, way. I love it. Look at that. Look at the rain is falling from this mortar that just landed in the river. If you guys don't see the potential of KOTU, you guys are blind. This game's going to be fucking awesome. It's already fucking awesome. Come on. All right, look at this. Apfelsaft backing up his double mortars with double Su-85s. Sorry. Bad caster. Caster fatigue. T-34 85s is, of course, what I meant. Uh-oh. Oh! Wow, those guys were lucky not to die on that mine. We learned from Peter that squads don't receive as much of a retreat bonus when they run over mines, so they take a lot more damage when they retreat over mines than they did in Co-1. These T-34 85s are just jumping right into it, and they are going to finish off that Austrian. It did absolutely nothing. So we were excited to see the Ostwind run around and kill lots of infantry, but once again, NorthwestFresh did absolutely the wrong thing, went up to the base, got Fausted, reversed, got repaired, got killed. So clearly he should have built a P4 instead of the Ostwind for survivability. He just didn't use the Ostwind correctly. It's a shame. I'm sure he's kicking himself because that's going to make a big difference in this game. That's that's 115 fuel down the drain. These guys are the big dogs. Oops. Tab out, click. Accident. Sorry, my bad. These guys are the big dogs. This was the T-34 that killed the Ostwind. And, I thought Apfelsaft was going to be a little rattled after that tough loss in Game 1, but he's looking good in Game 2. Looking good. We might be going to an ace game on this one, and if we are, Ipkai will join us as co-caster to provide some strategic analysis, which is my weakness. I don't provide a lot of strategic analysis. Here and there, every once in a while, I'll give you some tips, etc. But I don't think and talk the game, like the numbers in particular, as well as other players. So hopefully Ipkai can join us and supplement my casting. That's if Apfelsaft is able to carry out this win. I've learned not to call games between these two players. So we still have absolutely no idea who might win this. But Apfelsaft looking good. Have a quick look at his army. T-3585, T-3485 number 1, T-3485 number 2. Da da. Yeah. What do you want? All the Grens retreat. It's looking very bad for our reborn player at this moment. He tried to get up tier 4, I think. Wow. Look how similar this looks to the HQ. So, let's go back to following NorthwestFresh. Here is the heavy Panzer Corps. He wants one of these. He needs to save 30 more fuel to get it. NorthwestFresh is only connected to one territory. His fuel income is +7. It's going to take him 4 minutes to get the fuel he needs for that Panther, unless something changes. He's up the river without a paddle. Oh, the mortars have now decided to insert themselves into the center of Semoskiy. And from here, they can probably range the whole damn map. They can definitely range this bridge leading out of NorthwestFresh's base. In fact, from here, they could probably drop shots in for the HQ. So let's see if they start trying to take down base emplacements. These 3 are easy targets for those mortars. Let's see if he's going to start working on them. Let's see how good his... Oh, wow, counter mortar? Okay, counter mortar in the air. What's he going to shoot at first? I would not want to go up against these 2 mortars. That is a losing proposition, in my opinion. They're going to fire once and reposition. Okay, sure enough. Look at the range on those mortars. He is ranging that bunker by the HQ from here. So he is kind of firing blind, so he's missing a lot. He doesn't have LOS in there, so they are scattering all over the place. But eventually, those mortars are going to get their kills. Let's just look at the tactical map real quick so we can see that range from this position to into the base. All right, NorthwestFresh is going to try again with the counter mortar. Fire, miss, fire. In the base. He's still shooting in the base. Not trying to counter mortar. Next couple rounds, miss. T-3084 is like what, dude? Mortar? I got this. You got mortar problems? Got 99 problems, but a mortar ain't one. A little bit of play on the wings. The other Su-85 has been tasked to cover that wing. And this is looking like checkmate. Yeah, I think it's a matter of time. Can we call it now? Let's call it, shall we? I'm in your base, killing your emplacements. Let's call this for Apfelsaft. I think we're about to go to game number 3. Might take a while yet. NorthwestFresh still has 140 VP, so it might take a while. He is triple capped. He's trying to slow down the drain a bit. Einsatz bereit. Soldiers ready. Okay, the base siege is underway.
You guys, listen to me if you want to live.
The first emplacement has fallen. Now the infantry could come storming in the front door if they so choose. Look at this pincer movement from these two T-34-85s. And look at those mortar rounds just lighting up the Wehrmacht base. We do have one BP captured to slow the drain down. But, okay, so Panther is cooking. That is the last hope for NorthwestFresh. Infantry have joined. Now there's sort of permanent LOS. Panther about 3/4 of the way complete. These mortars are starting to pick on everything. This is tier 3. I don't think NorthwestFresh would really care if that goes down right now. Okay, he's pinning all his hopes on the Panther. Trying to keep his infantry alive. They should go ahead and Faust this. He needs to move his MG up into position to attack these guys. Grenade in. All right, here it comes. Here we go. Panther's on the field. Where are you, bro? Oh, he came in through this entrance. That's interesting. All right, Panther's on the field. What do you think about that, SU? Sorry, T-34-85. Panther is chasing. Here we go. He wants to get this kill. This is important for him to have any chance in this game. There are those rascally mortars. Eyes on those devilish mortars that have been attacking our base. These guards need to get out. Can they button from within the house? I think they probably can. Maybe we switch really quick. We should check. So the first tank is down. If we click on this unit, I can't see the report. I'm not following. Okay, I need to follow Apfelsaft really quick. Okay, building a house. Can he use his abilities? Yes, he could have buttoned, but he didn't. So that was a bit of a mistake. He had a chance to button that vehicle on its way by. Maybe he could have saved his tank, but now he's got 2 more. Apfelsaft busting out 2 more. We're going to keep following NorthwestFresh so he matches our overlay. This Panther, it's a striped Panther, a wild striped Panther from the Amazon. What if he could reman this? That would be sexy. But there's just too many units. These 2 new tanks. And look at this one's just base raping while all this is going on. He's like, I'm still here, guys. I got this flank. This flank is all mine. You guys deal with the Panther. I'll take out the base. Oh, look at the damage. Lots of damage. Side armor hits. Micro those tanks. NorthwestFresh down to 50 VPs and out of Panthers. Boom. All right, that should spell the end of this one. Apfelsaft could even reman his own abandoned vehicle. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I guess NorthwestFresh, he doesn't want to throw in the towel. He's gonna let those last VPs tick out. He's showing fighting spirit, right? This is a little bit of gamesmanship to not GG. He's showing. Okay, now he throws it in. All right. He's convinced he cannot come back from this. So well played, Apfelsaft. He's now tied it up. We are 1-1, and if Ipkai would come join me in Vent for Game 3, that would be great.